God, that was like the best. Oh, stars. Hello, gonna capture. Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Oh God, no, no more bees. We don't want more bees. Not the bee music again. No. Oh God, I can hear myself. Oh no. I heard myself in the corner. That's fine. That's fine. We're fine. It's oh no, it's all going through. Hi, how are you? Oh, so yeah, like I wasn't playing ATM9 like 2 seconds ago. I wasn't trying to figure out basic energizing. That wasn't the thing. I didn't do that. That was me. How are you? How are we doing? Are we all doing good? Hope you're doing well. It's a Sunday. It's a Liminal Spaces Day. Uh, we're just gonna be drawing today. There's no coding today, just because I still haven't wanted. I don't want to do that. Not yet. No. Also, I'm gonna show you off some of the new stuff we're gonna do. So it's gonna be really cool. So I'm gonna launch up our dear friend texture generator. Well, I say texture generator. I say MC Creator for preview of textures. We're not gonna use MC Creator, but we're using it for texture previews because I'm not gonna code. Never. I'm not coding. Not yet. No, I refuse. Okay, ad break is now. So if you need to go because of ads, that's totally fine. But yeah, hope you're doing very well today. But yeah, why should we go? We've been doing some drawing ourselves. I basically was like, hey, I should do some whilst we're doing those things. So I'll show you off. I'll show you what I've been doing off stream, and then we'll kind of do some bits and bobs today. Kind of want to do some slide texture today, like a glossy texture. That could be fun. And then also maybe looking at some other stuff along the way, like waxed, heavily covered algae pool tiles. Can't wait. I can show you guys the waxness of the pool tiles. The density of the pool tiles. Oh God, I'm leaning too. The leaning is caught to me. It's a disease. No, jokes. I think V9's capture software is not working very well today. It's like wee. Wee. I'm having so much fun with it. I'm having so much fun. Plural. Having so much fun. Okay. We can launch up our logic screen. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Unless I think it's large UI that we're using it. Window capture. No, it's not. It's not that one. It's game screen because game screen is what we need. Oh, and music, of course. Who can forget music? Okay. We need to switch screen. I promise that I will one day get this all fixed and then I will never have to touch it ever again. We are going into the new world because that's where our tests are. I'll show you what I'm doing. A lot of people will know already, but if you haven't and you would like to see what I've been doing off stream, then come. So, I did a little bit of jiggery pokery off stream, and I've designed a few new things. One of them being this lovely box called Biotite, which is, I gotta say, is my best work. It is a slightly more saturated iron, but I like it. It's cool. So biotite will be where we can get biotite ingots. Have no purpose yet, but if I go into here, this is our biotite ingot. It's very cool. This is our biotite. I tried to and replicate biotite as a whole, and I think it's sort of turned out well. So yeah, this has no purpose yet, but once it does, ooh, lag, So one of the main purposes of mining biotite is it can give you chlorine, which is this. Now the chlorine block does look a bit white. It's just currently a testing form. It's powdered chlorine that you'll be able to get from the biotite. And from there, you haven't figured out how to make the tablets. Maybe some sort of other thing. But, oh, look at this. What's this? Working on the texture. This was a test for the pool water. It's currently not finished yet. But it looks fun. But yeah, so worked on some chlorine. This is our chlorine block, which is basically sand, but saturated a wee bit. We also worked on this, which is, if you like building, this is going to be your go-to. So essentially you can see where the algae progression gets worse and worse. And there's a tint of green in each of them. With the blue one, I thought I'll just do something different, where it kind of goes completely green instead of it being... It's like, I like this one better because, yeah. So yeah, this is all I've done this. And we're going to be making the wax variants today. Hooray! Isn't that fun? Yeah, so we'll be working on the wax variants today. We're going to get all of this waxed up like this. So if you go into wax copper, you can probably be able to tell what the difference is between normal copper and wax copper. There's probably like a hint of difference between... Is there a difference? Maybe do copper over. That is not wax copper. I can't tell the difference. I don't see any difference with this block. If I go into copper, hang on, I'm going to be obsessed with this until I've got it exposed. If I get honeycomb, which is wax, I just think it just makes a... Yeah, I guess it... Maybe we don't have to do anything. I'm guessing it... I don't know. I'm a bit bedoggled. Maybe it's just me. Maybe for this one we'll make it slightly so you can tell it's waxed and it's not. I think that might be a cool thing. What else did we do? Yeah, we made the algae block itself. This is the algae block. It doesn't ignore the spelling because obviously it was like 1:30 in the morning when I did this. But it's our block of algae. And we also made the algae vines, which were a pain to implement, but they do work as promised. Currently they are just a model, but obviously when it comes to the actual in-game they'll be different. But this is just the JSON model of the texture, just to kind of show you off what's been going on. And you can... It will be walkthroughable eventually, but yeah, for now it's not walkthroughable yet, but it will be walkthroughable where you'll be able to go up and climb, etc. It's very cool. So yeah, basically what we'll do is basically how you obtain this is basically when you wax, or when you your progression of your you cut it. When you use shears, it'll reduce the amount of algae. So you can then go, okay, I want this one, but I want to go back to the normal portal, which is this one. So you can shear it all the way down. And basically what will happen then is basically it will drop these, which are algae vines, which look like vines, but are algae. And maybe in the future, if we have time, we could make everything like an algae variant. Like you could place it and right click it and it'll have you could like right click this and have algae on it or whatever, because maybe that'd be something cool like people would want to have. But yeah, that is basically everything we've been doing. I don't think there's anything else that has been done. There is a slight texture change with the abyssal stone. Yes, it is basically ancient debris, but it has got a few other textures in it. But I primarily, it's like, oh, steal the ancient debris texture. It looks much better. And then obviously we do have the portal block, which I have not yet decided how to best implement it, but it will use the liminal, which is over here. But we've had, regarding this, the water, I've actually getting a bonus artist to work on this with me, because I thought that'd be cool, as I don't want to do all the work. I like doing work, but I also would like to focus on the modding side and getting fun. But yeah, that's pretty much all the showcase of everything you've caught up to. And this is my favorite one. I just can't stop staring at this. This is gorgeous. This is a very gorgeous block. I cannot wait for it. Anyway, so we're going to be doing some wax variants of this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, yeah, 5. Because yeah, you have to wax all 5, and that is 10, 15 blocks of wax to do, and then figure out what we're going to do as well. Try and see what else we can add. So yeah, let's get down into business. So I'm going to pause the game whilst we load up. We want Clip Studio Paint. We want a wax overlay, and I have an idea. So with honeycomb, right? Why necessarily? I mean, this is implementing a lot, and I know that already there's an issue with this. But why instead of having honeycomb base, because honeycomb makes honey. No. Actually, ignore me. I was just maybe thinking like, what if you added wax? But I don't know. Is that too much? Like just having the honeycomb dry over time. Okay. I've got to close. Hang on. No, cancel. I've got to open a new tab. I was working on my school project. I was going to say school project. I meant uni project. So I need to open desktop. I need to open my liminal spaces, and then it'll load up on the screen for you. And then I need to load up the algae progression. There's also porcelain algae, which I'm not sure if I want to do yet. Again, spelling not wrong. Yeah, find out. Oh god, that's a lot. Yeah, maybe not. So yeah, again, this is what we're going to be working with, and we're going to be making some waxes to this. So if I'm not mistaken, there should be a preset that is loaded already, but I could be wrong. I'm looking at also base textures and thinking, is there a wax overlay, for example? There was not. I'm going to use Google. Trying to have a look, see. Is there one in Creator? Sometimes you can get fill with template. Again, you're not going to be able to see that yet, so let me switch to window capture. What do we want? We want Clip Studio Paint. There you go. There you go. Now you can see that what I'm working on is this. That's pretty cool. And oh, I can now fit this to screen. I had to adjust it because I was just doing that. So I'm just having a look off screen because I can't have more than 3 tabs open at once, and see if there's a waxy overlay that could be very cool to have. Oh, ignore the noises. My computer's like, nope. I'm just having a look at all of our textures. I've got it. I've seen something I like. I'm gonna do this wax. Okay, export. Desktop. Sorry, you're not going to be able to see it because obviously it's a different tab. But if I save it into here, call it wax OV. Oh, and I also did change the, if I go back into Creator, I did change the, I don't know how to pronounce it, kaolinite clay, which is, it's slightly more pinky now, closer to this color. That's the other thing I changed. So when you smelt it, you can, it's closer enough, but like the reason this is like this is because yeah, basically, yeah. I like it like that. It looks nice. Anyway, bringing up this again. If we go in here, import image, desktop. So this is our wax overlay, I think. Something like this would be perfect. So we gotta try and find. The problem is with wax overlays, you kind of have to kind of play around the settings. So what I might do is just tonal correction or rasterize first. And see, this is like a gradient example from MC Creator, which is really nice to provide like sort of an idea of what we want. And what we want is hue and saturation. We dial up the zero. I'm gonna try to use that because a waxy color would be more of a that. Maybe a little of a yellow. Try flip that round maybe. That's nice, but I think it needs to flip, so that looks slightly better. Try and discern the colours. it's hard to kind of spot what we're doing here. Ooh, that's cool. See, with this, you could make a melty texture like this. So hang on, I'm gonna just test this with doing this. Hide that way, and then you in the reference there. That's a little bit too big. And if we go like this. Like I said, it doesn't have to be, it can just be like a soft texture that can just, and if we adjust the brightness a little bit, make it go a little, no, it's a little bit too pinky for my liking. Maybe saturation? This is using difference, so it's hard to tell how this works. So if I sort of then this is hard because I like this idea, but it needs to be ooh, this is nice. Just sort of randomizing it a little bit. That looks very cool. That looks good. Hey, welcome in. I'm gonna try and not butcher your name, hopefully. Welcome in, Sunday. I'm sorry if I get that wrong. I'm really sorry. I am currently trying to what is the word I'm trying to go with here? I'm trying to make a. It's Korean. You can call me Sunny. Okay. Welcome in, Sunny. I am currently making a texture for my a mod. We're making a wax texture. So what we're doing is we're gonna try and replicate this on a new layer. So we grab this, and then what we do is we go all the way down. And we try and do this. That ain't gonna work, because that's not how that works. I need something like that. And then sort of go like this. It needs to be a bit more orangey, I think, with the honey. But it sort of works. looks a bit like gold at the moment. We go like this. That works. So yeah, give it a try, I guess. But yeah, we're trying to work this out. You see, so we're trying to see how this works. Currently texturing all of this. Because the thing is, the main trope I have with wax copper blocks is the fact that you can't actually see or tell the wax. So the goal is to make this look a little bit wax. Sorry, my English isn't good. Still practicing. It's all good. It's all good. Totally understand. Sort of yellowy orange, isn't it? That looks a bit like honey. Hello, JJ. Making wax today, or wax blocks. Originally, oh god, that. So I got the idea from using a gradient overlay as a difference. So if you're using that, I am trying to make a waxy kind of overlay using honey. Curry. It won't be like that. It'll have some. It'll be like that essentially. You won't be able to see it very well, but you'll be able to see if it's wax essentially. I'm just gonna sort of tidy up everywhere as well. So yeah, try and give it a go. Trying to make some honey. I'm having some difficulties. It's intense concentration right here. That's good. Sort of just try and mess around with this a wee bit, and then try and do a little bit more orange. So I think it's like an orange to a soft yellow. That looks a little better. That, I think, works, but it needs to be very light. So like that, essentially. You're just almost seeing it, but you can't spot it. Maybe screen would be better. Or overlay for this matter. Overlay looks cool. Try screen. That looks waxy to me, but trying to understand the power of wax. So if we remove this, this is what the gradient looks like without the layer color. Trying to get this to sort of look like a waxy color. Again, this could work. If I multiply, bring that saturation a little bit down. That looks better. That's more like a waxy off color. It's just sort of trying to figure out. Oh god, not that one. The best way to make it look like it's a wax over the. Let's hang on. I mean, we could just do it on the top of the block, but this has got to be all over the place. So maybe try a little more sporadic. And then bring that down a bit. That looks good. I like that. Sort of playing around with this. Maybe have this as an overlay? Ooh. That's not too bad. Bring that screen down a wee bit. It's just all you need to do is say, look, hey, this is the waxed algae. This is where your waxed algae is going to be, and this is why. Maybe like a 2. I'm just going to check my algae progression area. Blue tiles. I didn't open 1 to 2. If I open 1 to 2. There we go. This is our original. I mean, it looks like it's waxed. And you can kind of... The problem is, you could either duplicate the block and have a very light sort of overlay, like this. Where it's... You can just about see the wax. Did something like that, that'd be alright. Not be perfect. I mean, trying to analyze wax is a great stream. Block. We need block. I mean, this is honey, as in like normal honey. Taking away the honey a wee bit. Oh, well, that's a bit funky. Vivid light. Screen maybe? Oh, this is what we want. Something like a soft overlay. It wouldn't be too different. So this is wax. This is... There's very little difference in regards to palette. It's slightly yellowed, which would be fine because then you know. I think we go for this. This is a honey block. Let me know if I've done the wrong thing, but I mean, could just potentially just do this wax block. Again, not much difference, but very like sort of opaque. Maybe try that with overlay and see if that works better. It's 45. So we could either go for this one, which is a bit more greeny. And when it's waxed, this is what basically when you put on the wax, it'll be like this. Bloop, 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 bloop. So technically, if you put on the wax, it would look a little bit more greener. Or we go a bit more oranger. Like this. What we're thinking? Are we thinking this or are we thinking this? We're thinking a little bit more lighter orange. More waxy, like a plain wax, or more of the honey block from orange, like that. I don't know. That's what I don't know. I'm going to test out both, and if you have an idea, I'm going to basically put two side by side, and then you can vote in the Discord if you feel like it. So, moving on. So, because it needs to look like it's a slightly off color. The wax in it. The beauty of the building would be that you have to manage the building if you want to have it like that purity color, maybe. Because if you're like, okay, I want this saturation to be completely green. What you could do is then introduce the management and go, okay, you could do this, or you could do that. Again, we could just leave it like this. Oh, you won't be able to see it yet, but we could leave it like this. This doesn't grow any algae in your base anyway. But I was thinking, what if we had the wax variants for in the pools? So you could have, okay, you could have this in the water, right? And you stop it from aging. You want to stop it from aging, so you're like, okay, you don't even have to have this one. You could have it like base, like that. And then that would give you, and then you could be like, okay, I want this to stop, to keep the same. No difference at all. That makes sense. So you could go, okay, I'm gonna have this as this one, and have that different. I mean, with this one, there is no difference. This is wax copper, and this is oh, this is exposed copper. There is no difference. The only difference is it has a. Is this copper? Is the obvious one? Is there one that looks waxed? Try this one. So I'm just like, is there a way that it shows you that it? I mean, you'd see the particles. I think if you're gonna wax algae, it's gotta have a color of it. But I don't know. When you're building this in the game, potentially what could be a cool idea is you could, or maybe limit the building. So when you collect this in the dimension, right? You'd have to, or build, because some of the recipes like this can be found in the world. Like there's some stuff like this will have a purpose in one of the dimensions because you'll have to go get it or something, you know. But basically, in normal water, this will age. So in this water, this will age much slower because it's chlorine. So this will be going from this to this to this to this to this much slowly. So this will go all the way up there slower. But in normal water, this will age much faster. But once you break the block, if you don't use silk, if you use silk touch, maybe just use silk touch in which case, because it maybe what could be cool is you have the idea of that this is one initial block, so this you still touch it and then you go, okay, it's that block. But if you break the block, you're gonna have, yeah, maybe just if you break the block manually, you just get that. Yeah, that encourages shearing, so you can't just break it. Okay. And once you place this, the aging, I think, unless I can code this right, I think the aging doesn't matter. It would be fine. Did my pool tiles become invisible again? No, it's ball pit. I know it's still there. This is the ball pit I was talking about with the playroom. It's just walkthroughable at the moment. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll leave it in the folder, and then if I want to use it, I will. I'm gonna make all the ones we're doing now because we might as well. So I'll leave the thing in the folder and see how it looks. And now what we're going to do is create a new folder inside this folder, which is called the waxed algae. And then we'll have another one which is normal. And as you can see, I was going to say, as you can see, you can't see it. I'm doing it behind the screen. I was going to say, we do have an algae dye that I have an idea for, so algae. It works. And then if we move this, into there we go. That's better. So now, gonna close this. We don't need it. Don't save. Oh, that's the wrong one. You can't see what I'm doing. Ah! And I realised I clicked on my project for uni. Can't show you that yet. I can show you once it's done, I think, once I finish university, but I don't know if I can show you straight away. Don't save. Done. Okay, I need to import the block again because I've done the goof. Is it 40 or is it 40? Like that. Okay. And then that's gone. The nice thing about this, you could then maybe have it colored. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna leave it in. Like I said, if you don't like it, then it'll be kept up. Export. Done. To save. Export. And then again. PNG. And then okay, done. And then this one is the final one. Okay, that's better. And then yes, I'm aware it's name's the same, but I'll do that when it's finished. So when I go over it in IntelliJ, it'll be named different. It's just at the moment. Anyway, you won't need to wax the algae itself because yeah. Okay, I need to rename that as. Okay. If I minimize this. So we close this and then we reopen them. So yeah. If we can import all the blocks, we're going to preview it. And then you guys can vote. It'll be. I'll remember to try and put it on at some point. So remind me it's to put the vote up for you guys at some point. So name that blue tile algae. So you won't be able to see it again. Just again, this is naming and this can be quite boring. 2 to 3. Waxed. Blue tile algae. 3 to 4. Waxed blue tile LB 45, and then the same again, just adding the waxed blue tile 6, waxed cyan tile algae 2 3. It's just a naming process. It's a pain in the ass. Waxed cyan tile algae 3 4. There we go. And more waxed. I'm just gonna do it as low-cat soundboard. I just like I kept on doing it in capitals, but I don't think it does that. I don't think it's uncapitalized anyway. 4 to 5. Waxed cyan. Free waxed tile algae. We're on the last couple now. Once this is done, it's pretty much there. I'm gonna do the blocks off stream, but you know it's there if you want to go look at it. Talking about that, there will be an alpha version on CurseForge so you guys can play with the blocks. This will be primarily on IntelliJ and MC Creator, so we'll have both versions, and it'll be MC Creator will be Fabric and IntelliJ will be Forged. The reason we're doing two different is because I cannot code Fabric because I don't know how to. So basically that will be at some point. Basically all the blocks we have now will be released at some point. I'm thinking maybe end of May, when I have some time off because I have holiday, or beginning of May because I have time off in May, so I might just launch that up for you guys. And that'll be the alpha version for both sides. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. There you go, it's all done. But yeah. I'm missing a couple of here. Oh no, okay. Okay, if I minimize, okay. So yeah, basically what I'll do is I'll put it on the, I'll give you an example now. I'll just do one block. I'll call it waxed cyan. Midweight covered algae pool tile. And so it's waxed pool tile midweight. So I think midweight is this one. If I'm not mistaken. Yes. And then I'll load up the Minecraft for you. So I'm going to close Minecraft because I need to reload it anyway. And then I'm going to boot up again. And then I can take off the screen. Okay. Sorry about that. The naming process. But yeah, all of that will be available. Basically, what I'll do is make sure all the it'll be in folders and everything. It'll be all accessible. And basically, you'll be able to have a free roam and you'll be able to have a little vote. So the voting will be... Oh, ad break. It starts in 5 minutes, everyone. So if you need to go in 5 minutes because of ads, totally understand. It'll be back up after that point. Anyway, let's continue onwards. Okay, so we need waxed. Here we go. So this is our world's longest name. I need to turn off the window capture. So this is our waxed. There's very little difference. In fact, I don't think I've picked the right one. I mean, there's a slight yellowy stuff is slightly more prominent, but yeah, there is not much difference between this and the wax version. So the wax version is always on the left. Basically, what you'll see is when you'll go in, yeah, there's a slight obvious tinge to it. I don't know. You need to open up this and have a look. Image. Import the non-wax one. So this is 2 to 3, which is that's the wrong one. 2 to 3 will be obvious. 3 to 4, on the other hand, I think. So this is what 3, 4 looks like. I'm gonna just export that again, just so it's the right one. And then I import it again. Is that the thing? I'm gonna skip that one. There's a bit crackly, I didn't like that. Sorry. Gets on my nerves. Oh. Hang on. I do have Doran. I've done an oopsie. Anyway. Wax 2 to 3. That's wax. 3 to 4. Yeah, it didn't. This was 3 to 4. So that is how that works. There we go. Yeah, so I've forgotten to save some of them, but it'll be there. It'll be on the files. So if we launch up MC Creator again, you won't be able to see it again. So if I just quickly show you what's going on, I'd break in 10 seconds, by the way. Very quickly, this is what you're seeing. Or I'm seeing. So this is how I preview all my blocks. So if you're new to the modding scene, or you're relatively new to just like wanting to preview blocks, what I'd suggest is MC Creator to load and preview your blocks first to make sure they look good, and then do the coding later. Because when you do the coding bit, it's gonna be annoying to get it right, if that makes sense. So that's why I always do MC Creator as like a preview, as a kind of like, okay, this is what the blocks look like, and then move on to IntelliJ, where everything's going to be coded, like the dimensions and stuff. And as you can see, this is our wax variant. So you'll see, obviously, there's a little bit of difference. I'd say a little bit. There's a slight color change, but they are the same block, and this will be additioned in. So if you like what you're seeing, and you'd like it to be in game, you'd like a little obvious tip, or would you rather have the same texture, just a different name? That's fine. I'm gonna take a little screenshot, and it'll be on the Discord as a poll today, so you can go vote. So I'm gonna save this as poll. And I'm going to add this to our very own little art section. Well, I'd say art section. It'll be in the mod development section. That. And then question. Algae non-waxed. There you go. So if you want to go and head over to the Discord and go vote while we're streaming, I'm more than happy for you to do so. It'll be on the poll. You can be thumbs up, thumbs down. If there's something you'd like in game, then it'll be added in game. If not, then it'll be left as such, and then you'll be able to see it another time. So I think you can use reactions. I will double check that with permission levels, obviously. You can add reactions, yes. Cool. Awesome. Right, on to the next thing, which was making a glossy slide. So I'm going to boot up this, and then we're going to move on. So yeah, I'll be basically doing this all day today. So I'm going to keep one open for our... This one's already been uploaded, so yeah. Again, a bit more yellowed. I know what you're thinking. It's not that, I promise. It's not. There's a certain yellow colour that's referred into the land. But yeah, it'll be yellowed. It'll be slightly different to what you'll be expecting. So it'll be all ready for you. So the next one will be making a pool. Slide. So 16 by 16. What's a ping? Oh, it's friend request. I just need to. Anyway, sorry. Concentration was key. I was just trying to get that done. So, we need to make a pull slide. Pull slide time. It's plastic, isn't it? What is the material made out of pull slides? Ah, it's fiberglass. Okay, so I'm trying to look at fiberglass. Sorry if I'm seeming a little bit off. It's because I'm just trying to sort something off stream. I do apologize. So it's polyresin and fiberglass. That is the texture we're looking for. And I'm just gonna scroll down and see if I can find some inspiration. With pool tiles, it's more of a like a shiny material, isn't it? It's like shine. So to kind of replicate that, try and be a bit both in. Copy image. And then paste. This is our fiberglass here. So now what we need to do is to sort of give it a little bit of lymph. So we need a 32 by 32 this time around. And now this will give us some space so we can see what we're playing with. So this is our pull slide texture, which already doesn't look half bad. The only thing I would say that's annoying about it is you would have to, it would be a single texture, like straight down. So it needs to have a shine to it, like kind of. Sorry, again responding to a message. 100% concentrated. Apologies. So with fiberglass, it needs to be like a glossy texture. So I'm gonna look at glossy, and then see if we can sort of replicate that. And you know, if you want to connect it up. So we open up our transform scale. We have it in the middle here. That works. We I think that's the bottom. I think. So that's what it would look like that. So this is our glossy texture. Problems I'm seeing is it can't exactly be connected, but it does look good. I don't know, maybe I'm being stupid about this. Sorry, responding to message. I'll be back again. Sorry. So, glossy side, as I was saying. It doesn't. This is perfect. This is glossy. So what if we, instead of going like that, that works. Need to actually properly cut this. No, I think this is slightly too short. I could be wrong. Just sort of trying to figure this out. I'm going to try and copy that again. That did not work. Try again. Try to sort of adjust as I go along. So why is that different to that one? Okay, that's perfect. So this, oh, wrong page. Sorry, you saw briefly what my work looked like. This this is what it would look like. We could blend this a wee bit. Be a bit lazy. Blend it up a wee bit. I mean, I like the lines because the lines would provide like a cool sort of wavy effect. So if I hide this, if I place this down, that's not what I wanted. Sorry, apologies. Merge layers. So this is our slide now. The problem I'm seeing with this texture is it's very obviously slightly connected, which might not be a problem for me, but like slides need to be having that. Sorry, responding again. This is something that will be happening until I finish responding. It's okay. So glossy slide aside, I like the gloss. It's cool. The problem is I just think it is a little bit not enough. I think it needs to have some. So copy image. Scale. Okay, this is our metal gloss, but does that work? That works. That's perfect. So this is our gloss now. And it's slightly obvious, but it's not as bad as it was. There is a slight line, but I think for the meantime, I think it will work. And as for this, how does that work? Okay, you know what? That's perfect. Okay. So, we grab this, go in here. This is our gloss now, so we need to turn this down a wee bit. We need to mix this in with our already fiberglass material. So we need to sort of blend this in. Our fiberglass needs to kind of come in like it's supposed to be like that, essentially. So it's not like a complete metal. Merging that a wee bit and giving it a slight better gloss. So now it needs to be a slight blue. I don't like that. I think that works better, but it needs to be a slightly different color. Maybe more towards the white side of things. That's cool. I think that works. I could be wrong. But I mean, I can work on this and sort of keep it tidied up a wee bit. You know, again, I'm not going to be a complete expert at this, so it's going to be in Playroom and it's going to be Slide Cyan. And this will have all the colors of the rainbow. Okay, so backing out of Minecraft, gonna import this in now. So with the pool, it'll be like ice, essentially. You'll have the ice, you can then do... So we go to Playroom, there we go, it's cyan. Block. Slide. I'm confused. Sorry, I'm reading a message and then I'm like, gotta do stream. Open that up and then we'll wait for it to load and then we can switch it up to this. There we go. Again, the pool side is kind of a test trial to see if it works well, and if it does, then we can make a pool tile, maybe like adjust that in the middle, like the thing, and keep it as it is. You can see it again, but so pull, slide. This is our slide. This might be in the middle, but if you were to make a slide out of this, again, I'm not a good slide person, but imagine this was. This will have slabs and everything on it. I think this would work. Again, it's not perfect and it'll be fixed at some point. So yeah. Apologies for the several distractions. I have been trying to focus on this, but this is our slide section here, which is going to be taking a photo over here. I think in the middle will be cool. Like, it's supposed to be a glossy slide. It's not going to be perfect. Like, I don't think anyone's tried to do a slide texture before, so it really depends on how that sort of pans out. And then I'm going to post this as a picture. Cool. There's our slide texture done. Is there anything that we could kind of finish up? Because I haven't really got an idea of what I want to do next. Today was sort of slides and try and figure out. Maybe try and edit this slide texture a wee bit. So turn off the window mode and go back to this. That's the wrong window. That's the right window. Okay, so the middle is sort of there-ish. Yeah, there-ish. Why? Oh, because, yeah. And we flip it horizontal. That looks a little better. We merge. So what we could have is like the line going down like that. That's what I'm thinking. We have the line. It's a pull tile. It's a pull tile. It's a slide. I don't know, unless it's just maybe just do the concrete sort of scenario. If anyone has any suggestions, I'd like to take them, because obviously it is a kind of a difficult one to kind of picture in my head straight away. But I think the idea is there. So like having the straight line and you're sliding down, you'd be picturing that, and it's going to look really cool. So I think that works for the time being. I'm not sure. So we've done the waxed variations. We've done a slide, or blue for that matter. I'm going to post it to another Discord because I can get feedback from. I basically, if I post it, if you see posts, yeah, basically it's because I'm trying to get feedback. That is not the right thing. I need to post the actual image. Trying to do a slide texture. Ah, I've just remembered what I want to do. I would like to make a pool ladder. I forgot about that. I forgot about the ladder situation. So if I import a ladder for reference, and then try and sort of base it after that. It would be block, wouldn't it? Or would it be activator rail? Would we want a rail instead? I'm going to put rail in. So this is our rail. And already there's not much difference between that and a pull ladder. What we could do, for instance, is instead of going like this. We go something like a pull ladder would be slightly stretched. Number one. And again, this is just a concept of ideas. And I'm just going to keep repeating until it looks slightly more like a ladder. And if we sort of multiply, no, screen. No, darker color, definitely not. Divide color. Ah, there we go. I don't know if I want. Okay, I'm gonna look at pull ladders for reference. Okay, I'm looking at a reference here, so bear with. What if we, instead of so this is perfect. Rasterize and then merge. What if we did something like this? Like having this like that. No, I don't like that. Does this look better? What if we did it like this? That looks good. Let's try and transform it a wee bit. Scale. If I move that like that. That loses its texture. I want to try and stretch this out without losing its free. Maybe free transform would be good for this. That wasn't me. I know what the problem is. I'm going. Sorry, no music because my dad's taking control of Spotify. So, cool. I'm gonna try and distort this. See if this works. No, ooh, but I like that. I don't know. Maybe this needs to be stretched out, but I don't know how to kind of. I like that, but it's just a little bit. From a distance. I guess I'd have to try it out. Pull ladder is maybe a difficult one to do. It would be the pull dimension. Pull ladder. We made a pull ladder. Now, do we make pool lights? That's the question. I haven't figured out pool lights yet. I don't know if I want either a what you call it? I don't know if I even want with pool lights, I don't know whether or not to have a block of light, so it's like a block, or maybe like a button where it's producing that light yet. So I'm not sure about that 100%. But this is our pool ladder. Again, it's just simplified, a rail, desaturated. Again, I could have just done that from the start, but I like the way that this is all been designed. Okay, sorry, you're gonna hear me clickety clack. But yeah, I think the pool ladder looks alright. So let's preview this in Blockbench and see what we could do to try and shift it a wee bit. So I'm gonna open up generic model. Well, no, not generic model. Pool ladder. And then we're gonna switch from our window capture to our Blockbench. There we go. We get ourselves a new cube, place it over here, reset it, and like so. Position 16, and then import texture, liminal spaces, pool dimension, and pool ladder. Yeah, there we go. Of course, obviously it doesn't look right at the moment, but that is yet to fix. So if we go into here, and then we use the eraser. We do this, so we can then preview Blockbench. So stuff like this can kind of do a bit of both. Preview it in one or the other. Blockbench is also a very good one to kind of openly edit things. So this is our pool ladder. I definitely want to have a texture there. Ladders, I think, go the way here. So if I added some green. Here, just for a little example. This is our ladder, per se. It looks a bit weird, but bear with me. I like this, but the problem it would be you would be able to see it. I think this texture needs a wee bit of a size up. So if I look at adjusting this, if I do it like that, what's that look like? That looks better, but it's difficult. It's difficult. I like the ladder. I'm gonna have to work on it a wee bit off screen, but it's there. It's there as an idea. It's definitely worth thinking about. I like the texture as it's on top. I like the texture at the bottom, but it needs to have some sort of consistency when it comes to the sides. Maybe widen it a wee bit. Look at ladders, for example. So if we go into I'll get a ladder. I'm going to grab a ladder from the game, and then bring us back to the Clip Art Studio. Clip Studio Paint. Sorry, I keep thinking Clip Art Studio for a reason, and it's not. If I grab a ladder. What do ladders look like in game? Give me a minute. I just want to have a look. Okay, so it's only like the back texture essentially. Even then, in fact, that's sorry, you can't see it again. My bad. Sorry. This is what the ladder looks like in game. So we need something like this. So I'm gonna work on this off camera and see how I can sort of adjust, because I would like a ladder and I think that'd be cool. But I think we're probably gonna leave it here, my friends. I've not got really any other textures to do today. If you've got any ideas, let me know, obviously. And let me know about what you think about the wax texture or the non-wax texture, and it'll be added to the game. And yeah, so the only real difference I would say we've done today, just because it's sort of been a refresher of getting back into that mindset of texturing today, and you know, you try things out, you try some stuff, you know. Oh, my V9's disappeared. But yeah, I think we're gonna raid. I think we're gonna raid. Sorry, brain not working. We're gonna raid. So let me know about the feedback. If you feel like, hey, this might be a cool idea for you, feel free to leave it in the mod development page. I'm always looking out for new ideas and stuff. And, you know, you can always put in the feedback and go like, hey, just what if you added some weird block? What to expect from our development next week is we might be working on some more carpet. So we're going to have some more carpet to draw. So I'm going to get some references for that, because we need some more different variations of carpet. I'm going to write these down. There's going to be like the exit sign as well, like for the hotel. That'll be like an item frame sort of situation. So if you want to look forward to that, that'll be next Sunday. Next Friday, we'll be playing more Fear of Nightfall. If you're looking forward to that, that'll be next Friday. We'll be continuing our pack with that. Sorry, apologies. And then the Thursday is GT&H. And then, as usual, is Wednesdays and Saturdays for Baldur's Gate. So, we're going to go raid up somebody. We're going to see who's available. I think... Do you like Warframe? Do you like Warframe here? We're gonna go say hi to somebody who's playing with Warframe. I would normally raid somebody into Dev, but I just like spreading love around some people who like playing Warframe because it's my favorite game. So we're gonna raid Pandy. Pandy's a nice person. So if you want to just hop in and hop out of the raid afterwards, just do this, so which is the exclamation mark, so they know that you're bringing in the cosmos of chaos, and then you can just, I don't know, I'm gonna stop waffling. Sorry, distracted again, brain just not working today. Love you all. It's been amazing. It's been a good stream. See you soon. Bye bye.